Hello, and welcome to another episode of Broadcast Gaming Talk. This episode is going to be the second part of my ranking of all of the LEGO games that I have played. Previous video I did cover numbers 17 to 11, and this video will pick up at number 10 and go all the way down to my number one favorite LEGO game that I have played, like of all time, ever. Now, let's get right into it. Number 10 is going to be LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens. Who doesn't enjoy some good old-fashioned LEGO Star Wars? Why is this game at number 10 if I enjoyed it? Well, that's a bad question because I enjoy 99% of the LEGO games I'm ranking. It is a good and fun game and does a great job at letting us play the events of The Force Awakens, and my problem is just that. It's a whole game based on one movie. Yes, they did add some levels that are supposed to explain what happened in between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens, but even with that, the game just feels short. They had just waited for episodes 8 and 9 to come out and release a game titled LEGO Star Wars The Sequel Trilogy. It would have been much better. It's a good thing that we're getting LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, because I would have been mad if they didn't let us play through episodes 8 and 9. But it is a fun game, and I do recommend playing it. Get it on sale, or better yet, just wait for the Skywalker Saga game. Number 9 is going to be LEGO Jurassic World. This is going to be a curious case because I think what should have happened is that the game should have been called LEGO Jurassic Park and only have covered the 3 Jurassic Park movies, because at this point we have Jurassic World and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom out with a third and final Jurassic World movie on the way. They should have waited and done the 3 Jurassic World movies as a separate game rather than throwing the first Jurassic World game or movie in with the original 3 movies. That's really my biggest problem with this game, is the Jurassic World just doesn't fit in with the Jurassic Park movies. My only other thing is that the game has a lot of sections of running from dinosaurs, which does get old after the 10th time of doing it. Other than that, the game is a lot of fun and I do recommend it. I do plan on reinstalling this game at some point and going through it again for my gaming channel. Number 8 is going to be LEGO Marvel Superheroes. The worst thing about this game is the story. There's a cosmic brick and it's a bad thing that you need to get, but you don't get it and they unleash Galactus, so all the Marvel hero teams must come together and stop it. It's a bland story. I'm also not that much of a fan of teams like the Fantastic Four and X-Men, so the levels based around them are not as fun to me. The game does have the honor of being the first LEGO game that I put up on my gaming channel. It is a very fun game and I do recommend it. Number 7 is going to be LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean. There are a lot of games based on the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, and guess what? They all suck. This game is the most accurate game as the events of the movies that are included in it, and it's the most fun too. There's not much to really say about it other than it's a good game. I love Pirates of the Caribbean and I love playing this game. The only thing I would say is that they need to make some DLC to include the 5th movie, levels and characters, since I don't see them making any more Pirates of the Caribbean movies in the future. That would make that now the time to make a complete version of LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean. Other than that, it's a fun game and I do recommend it. Number 6 is going to be LEGO The Hobbit. I picked this for a reason that still bothers me to this very day. This is a LEGO game that I feel they rushed out and then decided not to complete it. I want to play Battle of the Five Armies and they should make a DLC pack, but they just won't because they feel like they've done enough Middle-earth, which is complete crap still. I suppose this is now the same case for LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean and LEGO Jurassic World 2, where they released the game before the franchise or the series of movies is done with movies coming out. They did it for Star Wars and now they're going back and making a game that covers all of the Star Wars movies. There is so much that they could add if they made a DLC pack of levels and characters from Battle of the Five Armies. Other than that, the game is great and I recommend it. Also, I will probably reinstall this in the future to play again for my gaming channel. Number 5 is going to be LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga. This game is a classic LEGO game and one I fondly remember playing for the first time. I got a Nintendo DS Lite for Christmas many years ago. This is the oldest LEGO game on my ranking, which is why it's number 5 because of nostalgia. It's a really fun game. I wish they would have let you select which movie you want to start with, because levels for episodes 4, 5, and 6 feel like they were just imported from the original trilogy game and then added the levels for the prequel trilogy, which feel a little more polished. It'll be interesting to see when Skywalker Saga comes out, all the changes that they made to the prequel and original trilogy levels with the new dialogue and upgraded graphics. I do find the complete saga to be a lot of fun, and of course I recommend it, but I would just honestly wait until the Skywalker Saga releases to play all of the movies the way they are meant to be played. Number 4 is going to be LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 through 4. The Harry Potter movies are another case of having plenty of video games based on the movies, but they're all terrible. This, again, is the most accurate and best video game representation of the Harry Potter movies. If I had a complaint, it would be that there's a lot of hub world sections in between levels because you have to learn a spell or how to make a potion that will end up being used in the upcoming level. I think this game could have heavily benefited from having dialogue and would have been a great addition to the game. Otherwise, the game is really fun and I do recommend it. Number 3 is going to be LEGO Harry Potter Years 5 through 7. Again, the best representation of the Harry Potter movies, blah 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 blah. And yes, I'm sure you saw this one coming. What does this one do better than the previous LEGO Harry Potter game? Well, it has a lot less hub stuff to do, unlike the previous game. I mean, once you hit the 7th Part 2 movie, the hub sections in between is just walking to the next level, and it's great to just get right on to the next level. Other than that, it's a fun game. Both of the LEGO Harry Potter games are, and I recommend both of them. Number 2 is going to be LEGO Lord of the Rings. I am a big fan of the Hobbit movies, I am also a big fan of the Lord of the Rings movies. The obvious reason is that this one ranked higher is because the game covers all of the Lord of the Rings movies. I love playing through all of the Lord of the Rings movies, and I do find that it does take a bit to get through one movie, but that's fine with me. I have nothing but good things to say about this game, which is why it's number 2 on the list. It's a lot of fun and I highly recommend it. Also, I will be reinstalling this game in the future to play for my gaming channel. And number 1 is going to be LEGO Marvel's Avengers. I picked this because on Steam it says I put 46 hours into the game, making it the LEGO game that I've put the most amount of hours into. This is perfect for me because the game just focuses on the Avengers. It doesn't have the Fantastic Four or the X-Men in them, which is fine because I don't care about those hero teams as much. I like that there's classic Avengers as well as the Marvel Cinematic Universe Avengers that are in the game and added through DLC. Plus the story is just the events of the first 2 Avengers movies, but they have levels from Iron Man 3, Captain America Winter Soldier, I think another one, I just can't remember what. The point is, it's not a story that is wholly original, which normally I would say isn't good, but I think it works for LEGO games based on Marvel. I just really had a great time playing this LEGO game, more so than all of the other LEGO games that I have played, which is why it gets the top spot at number 1. This game is a lot of fun and is highly recommended. Now before I end this, I want to give some ideas for LEGO games. The obvious thing I would say is to finish games like LEGO The Hobbit, LEGO Jurassic World, and LEGO Pirates of the Caribbean by releasing a level and character pack of the missing movie. One idea I was going to say, well I guess I am going to say it, is a LEGO Marvel's Avengers 2 game, but LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 got an Infinity War level pack and the Ant-Man and the Wasp level pack. However, my idea for a LEGO Marvel's Avengers 2 game would cover Captain America Civil War, because it's basically an Avengers movie, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame. That of course could open the door for level packs based on Spider-Man Homecoming, Black Panther, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Thor Ragnarok. Of course, the level packs of those movies would also bring character packs as well. I would just love to see a LEGO game to expand on the events of Infinity War and allow us to play the events of Civil War and Endgame. Now, another idea I had that is based on what it sounds like the Skywalker Saga is going to be like. Take some of those older LEGO games, like Indiana Jones 2, and remake them with updated graphics and dialogue. Something I would love to see since they've done Harry Potter is a LEGO Fantastic Beasts game, although I don't think they're done making those movies yet. Something that would be cool that they'll never do is a complete remake of way older LEGO games like LEGO Racers and LEGO Racers 2. Don't change the gameplay, just give it new graphics and fix the bugs and glitches and release it on PC and consoles for like $10. But that's a dream for me personally that probably will never happen. That's all I have to say, so if you're out of the conversation, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for listening and goodbye.